Hey guys, it's Lori the Frugal Mom. Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to show you a couple completed things that I did yesterday. The first thing is our low carb, low sugar, strawberry no-bake cheesecake. There it is. Isn't she a beauty? I took her out of the springform pan. There it is in the sink. And the parchment did stick a little bit, which I was surprised at. So a couple of the edges are rough, but it certainly isn't going to affect the taste of it, I assure you that. And I did take a damp butter knife and I smoothed out the edges just a little bit. So now I'm going to put you down and I'm just going to show you how I'm going to garnish the cheesecake. So I am going to share this with my neighbors. I'm going to give them 3 slices. There's 3 of them. I'll explain how I made the whipped cream in a moment, and that's also low carb. I use heavy whipping cream, 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, and I used a tablespoon of sucralose or Splenda. And then I like to add this to it. It's called Whip It. It's a whipped cream stabilizer, and it doesn't add any carbs or anything to it. It's so nominal. And what that will do is it'll keep the whipped cream fresh for a couple of days. So I whipped it until I had stiff peaks, and then I put it in my piping bag. I'm not sure what number tip this is. It's a 21. It's the big wide one, so you get nice decorations. You can skip this if you don't want to go that far with it. You can also garnish it all at once if you're putting it out for company after dinner. But I'm going to do it a slice at a time. That way it doesn't get all icky in my fridge. So I'm going to use a serrated knife. I hope I don't make a mess of this. I'm just going to score the cheesecake so I have even slices, and I'm going to cut this into 1/16. The first piece, mind you, it's always going to come out a little bit wonky, so don't let that bother you. You can always save that for yourself if you don't want to give it to company, right? And what helps this is if you wet your knife in between if it sticks. So I'm just making a couple different cuts to make sure it comes out cleanly. Got my handy dandy pie server, and let's see what we get here. Alright. Success! So there's 1 slice. And now do another one. Part of the crust came off. That's alright. No big deal. I made it extra thick if you remember. Like I said, something always happens with that first slice. So now I'm going to do a 2nd slice. It's much easier coming out. There we go. And a 3rd slice. Now you could get more servings out of this if you used a 10-inch springform pan, however they won't be as thick. So there's our 3 slices. I made one smaller because one of the people's a little one, so she's 2. I don't think she's going to really be able to eat a full-size slice, so I'll move the cheesecake right over here. I'm going to cover it back up with my saran wrap and put it in the refrigerator. I have got 3 beautiful strawberries that I took the liberty of washing, and I haven't done this in a while, guys, so bear with me. I'm going to do a little practice swirl. There we go. Alright, let's see if I can move the plate into the frame. Alright, can you guys see okay? I'll hold it over when I'm done so you can see the finished product. So I'm just going to go on the tip of the cheesecake slice. I'm going to make a nice little dollop like that on all 3 of them. There you go, and you can put a little bit more if you want. And then to save it, remember it's got stabilizer, I'm just going to put it in this cup. I am going to cover the tip though so it doesn't get yucky. And I do have a little bit more for the rest of the cake. And then I'm just going to place the strawberry right in the center. You know what, I'm going to place the smaller strawberry in the baby bear's piece. And I'm going to put a little bit more whipped cream on this one so it can support the bigger strawberry. All right, look at this. Sorry, guys. Hopefully you can see these slices nicely. Doesn't it look lovely? I tasted a little bit when it came out of the pan. It's delicious, really is. Not too sweet, but you can't tell that there's anything artificial in it. Now I'm going to move this to the side. Let's take a look at our yogurt. Alright guys, bear with me. This is real-time life here. Alright, and you see how big of an inner pot this is? This is made from the 6 quart. So I'm going to take my silicone top off. And here is a paper towel I put down to separate the whey out. Let's see how wet it is. I'm just going to throw that out. You could save it if you wanted to. People use whey in a lot of different things. It is good for you. Let me just wash my hands real quick. And on my fridge in the background. I use everything in my kitchen for storage. The top of my cabinets, the top of my refrigerator. That's okay because it's there. I like things to look nice, but more importantly to me, do I have enough storage for the things that myself and my family are going to need? And I do go through everything. Everything gets cleaned regularly, so it's not like it's sitting up there like caked to dust. So let me show you real quick. This is our finished yogurt. I didn't show you this morning when the timer went off, only because it basically looks the same. It's just warm and it's not completely firm. So this is what it looks like finished, and here's your ultimate test. Does a spoon stand up in it? And it sure does. Look at that. It is delicious, rich, creamy yogurt. I'm going to take a little taste. That's bomb. So, if you like it a little sweeter, like I said, you can add sweetened condensed milk. But this is got a little hint of tartness and a little bit of sweetness. It's really all you need. I forgot to break down the cost. So it really is very economical. I will break that down and I will make another video to explain to you. It's a gallon of yogurt, really. And I believe the whole thing cost me around $10 to $12. So, you know, you figure you're going to eat about 6 ounces at a time with some fruit and maybe some granola in it. You can use it in recipes. Some people like to save their starter, 2 tablespoons from their batch of yogurt. You can do that if you want. In my experience, it's come out runny for me after I've frozen it. So it's up to you what you want to try. Some people have had great success. So I am going to pack this into some glass bowls. You can also get little yogurt jars and make cute little parfaits with them. I have those too. And like I said, I'll break down the cost per serving and I will post it for you in a post. I won't even make another video about it. The cheesecake, however, if you're going to cut it into 16 slices, that's around 90 cents a serving. Can't beat that, right? And if you want to do it into 1/8, then it's $1.80. Still pretty good, right? So I hope that you've enjoyed coming along with me while I make my no-bake strawberry cheesecake and my homemade yogurt. I hope that you guys have a great rest of your evening. Please share, like, and subscribe. Thank you and God bless.